So here's the thing. Recently, I've been having this obsession over building small pedal boards, which are small in footprint but can achieve many sounds. So I actually posted a video recently on YouTube about one of the boards that I built, but that board has since been dismantled and it actually now looks like this. So this board actually just has two pedals on it, the lost and found, and the mood, which allows me to get a variety of pad-like sounds, some delay, some ambient reverbs, and of course I got my tone axes for dual amps, and my PCH here is for headphone amp, so that I can play it on the go. But I did start to get a bit irritated by this because I would always be like chaining a drive pedal in front or a compressor. So I was thinking about rebuilding this board, but I realized real estate isn't something I have. So I was looking for a bigger board. As it so happens, Vangoa reached out to me and said, hey, we have this board, it's bigger than this one. It has an integrated power supply, enough space for what I want to do, and would you do a review for us? So I said yes, and it's in the mail and it's arriving today. So here it is, the Vangoa PD-XL. So Vangoa sent me this board in exchange for this review, but they have no influence over my content or opinions. These are solely my own, and I do get to keep this board after this review. So to start, let's go over some features. The build quality is surprisingly good, reminiscent of an Apple device like a MacBook or a Mac Mini with its anodized finish. It has these extendable legs that allow you to angle the board slightly, and of course, the key feature of this board is its built-in power supply. This model in particular can accommodate up to 12 isolated outputs, each providing 500 milliamps of current, which means you can power pretty much anything, including your current hungry pedals like these Chase Bliss pedals, which I want to put on. It also comes with some Velcro that's already been cut for you, so you don't have to worry about measuring and making sure everything fits. Like any of my other builds, it always starts on Pedal Playground. I start on Pedal Playground to mess around with positioning of pedals to make sure they fit on the board before I even start cutting my dual lock and placing it down. This saves me a lot of trouble in terms of redoing things and the disappointment when things don't really fit the way I expect them to. First in the chain will be my Peterson Strobostorm Mini, which is my tuner, really accurate, really fast. And it will be going into the next pedal, which is my compressor, a JNS Inventions Covenant, which is made here in Singapore. Next in line will be the Sound of Justice Effects BDTH, which is really just a 2-channel Benson preamp with a slightly different voicing circuit in Voice 2. This is where I'll be using a 12V instead of a 9V because the pedal sounds so much more open and gives it a lot more higher headroom with a 12V power supply. At this point, I've realized I've only used 8 out of the 12 outputs of the pedal board, which means I have 4 more that I can use to chain pedals into the board if I need to. After that, I'll be running into the same 2 Chase Bliss pedals, the Lost and Found and the Mood, and I'll be ending my chain the same way with 2 Tonex ones, going into my Strymon PCH since it doubles as my headphone amp as well as an active DI. So here it is, here's the final build. Not sure if this counts as a mini board anymore, but this is how it looks like. It's everything tucked really neatly inside. Just have to secure that a bit better maybe. But yeah, this is the build. I actually haven't plugged it in yet to hear what it sounds like. But the power does work. I did plug in the power supply to see if everything switches on. So let's just have a listen at what kind of sounds you can get from it. Alright, here it is, the Vangoa PD-XL pedalboard build. Just gonna power it on, see whether we get any noise. It's actually really quiet, not hearing anything in my mons. Now it's just... everything is off except my compressor, and this is clean tone. So it's actually really quiet when I'm not playing. There's no noise gates going on. My tone axes don't have any noise gates, so actually anything that happens is coming through. I am hearing a bit of interference, but that might be coming from the fact that I'm wearing a wireless mic at this moment. But other than that, actually really impressive. The amount of noise that's created by the power supply itself is almost non-existent. So I'm really impressed with that. Nice. Yeah, so if you heard from the demos, it actually is really quiet if you don't have too many gain pedals on, but I think if any pedal board, once you start to stack gain, you do introduce some hiss, but that's more from the pedals, not so much from the power supply. So all in all, I think this pedal board is really good. It didn't flex at all under the weight of all those pedals on it. It has plenty of power to power every single pedal on that board, and some of them are really very current hungry. And I still have 4 outlets that I haven't used yet, so I could actually add some side pedal board or maybe some pedals at the start or the end of the chain if I really wanted to. So yeah, all in all, I would recommend this board for those people looking for a all-in-one solution where you have the board and the power supply built into one. If you're interested in getting one, I have links down below. They're not affiliate links, they're just links to buy the product. So if it's something that might interest you, go ahead and use those links down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.